Golden sunlight streamed through the dense canopy of pine trees, dappling the forest floor in shifting patterns of light and shadow. 15-year-old Elliot anxiously double-checked the contents of his backpack, his brow furrowed with worry.
"Jamie, where are you?"
he shouted, his voice swallowed by the surrounding wilderness. A faint, echoing reply drifted back from the gaping maw of a decaying mine shaft, its entrance ominously marked with a weathered danger sign. A knot of fear tightened in Elliot's stomach, but his determination to find his younger brother overrode his hesitation. Taking a deep breath, he stepped out of the warm sunlight and into the chilling darkness of the abandoned mine. The air inside the mine instantly turned frigid, a stark contrast to the warmth outside. The tunnel was claustrophobically narrow, its rough-hewn walls covered in faded graffiti and flanked by rusted skeletal rails. The beam of Elliot's flashlight cut through the gloom, illuminating forgotten relics of a bygone era, faded mining helmets, discarded tools, and the ghostly imprints of forgotten lives. Ahead, in the suffocating blackness, strange, ethereal blue lights began to flicker and dance, beckoning him deeper into the earth. A disquieting symphony of sounds began to fill the oppressive silence. Low, urgent whispers slithered through the tunnels, punctuated by the heartbreaking sound of sobbing and the distant, mournful refrains of old mining songs. The rhythmic clinking of pickaxes against unyielding stone echoed from unseen chambers, a ghostly chorus of unending labor. Elliot's heart hammered against his ribs as the spectral sounds grew louder, closer, and more distinct. Panic surged through Elliot as his flashlight beam fell upon Jamie's dropped backpack, lying precariously near the edge of a steep ledge.
"Jamie!"
he screamed, his voice cracking with fear. He heard a faint reply, but it sounded as if it were being pulled away, stretched thin and distorted by an unseen force. For a fleeting moment he saw a faint, shimmering silhouette of his brother farther down the tunnel before it was abruptly swallowed by the encroaching darkness. Driven by a desperate hope, Elliot pressed deeper into the mine. He rounded a corner and stopped dead, his breath catching in his throat. A wall of flickering lanterns cast an eerie glow on a silent assembly of figures. They were dressed in dusty, tattered miner's garb, their faces blackened with coal dust, their eyes glazed over with an otherworldly emptiness. A towering miner, their apparent leader, stepped forward, blocking his path and whispering a single, chilling word: greed. Fumbling in his pocket, Elliot produced a tarnished miner's coin, a keepsake from his grandfather. One of the spectral figures reached out a translucent hand and touched the coin, which flared with an intense, brilliant light. The ghostly miners recoiled, parting to reveal a path. There, slumped against the wall near a collapsed shaft, was Jamie. As Elliot rushed forward and grabbed his brother, the ghosts let out a collective wailing cry, and their lanterns burst in a shower of spectral sparks. They sprinted for the entrance, pursued by the thunderous echo of phantom footsteps and the screaming crescendo of mining songs. They burst out into the blinding sunlight, gasping for air, shaken but safe. Elliot risked a final glance back at the mine's dark entrance. In the deep shadows, he could see the silent figures of the miners, watching them, their forms slowly receding into the blackness. Then, from deep within the earth, came the faint, final clang of a single pickaxe.